Welcome to this short video on forming and solving equations from geometric contexts. The question at the top represents the question that you didn't quite get right on your progress check. I'll be going through that, and after I'll ask you to have a go at a similar sort of question as a we do, which will go onto your action sheet. For now, let's look at the top one. It says a diagram shows a triangle. The side xy is of the length 11b. The side xz is of the length 2a plus 3b. The side YZ is of the length A. The triangle is isosceles, with XY equaling XZ. The perimeter of the triangle is 104. Use algebra to find the value of A and B. Okay, in order to answer this question, I'm going to have to create two equations so that I can solve them simultaneously. The first equation is going to come from the fact that the triangle is isosceles, and that two lengths are the same, namely xy and xz. I'm going to equal those two pieces of algebra to each other, which is 11b equals 2a plus 3b. Now, if I bring the b's over to the left-hand side, so I subtract 3b from both sides, which will eliminate it from the right, I'll end up with 8b equals 2a. And if 8b equals 2a, then 4b must have equaled 1a, which I'm just going to write as a. I'll use that piece of information later, but I'm going to carry on with my second equation. The second equation comes from the fact that the perimeter of the triangle is equal to 104. We know perimeter is distance around the shape, so I'm just going to add together those three lengths. A, add 2a plus 3b, plus 11b is equal to 104. And I can tidy that up slightly because that means I've got 3 a's in total and 14 b's in total. Now, I can use this piece of information that I determined earlier to get rid or to eliminate my a values. Wherever I see an a in this blue equation, I can replace it with a 4b, as earlier we determined that A was equal to 4 lots of B. So I'm going to write 3 lots of 4B plus 14B equals 104. 3 lots of 4B is 12B, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 14B equals 104. That means I have got 26b in total. Now I do need to do 104 divided by 26, which I would suggest you do on your calculator, which will give you a final answer of b equals 4. Once you've worked out what b is, you can substitute that value into one of the formulas that you originally created to work out what a is. I'm going to take the fact that we know that 4b is equal to a. Now I know that b is equal to 4. That'll just be 4 times 4, and therefore a is equal to 16. And my final answer then, I can just write at the top, a was equal to 16 and b was equal to 4. I'd now like you to have a go at the question underneath, the we do. You'll need to write the example into the left-hand side box on your actions sheet, have a go at the question, and make sure you show all of your workings. Pause the tape now and have a go. Well done for having a go at that question. I'm going to go through the answer just so that you can check your understanding. This time it says here are 2 rectangles. All measurements are in centimetres. The area of rectangle A is equal to the area of rectangle B. Work out the perimeter of rectangle B. This time we only have one variable to find, but we still need to create an equation. Now, if the areas are equal to each other, then I can find the area of each rectangle and do exactly that, equal them to each other. So for rectangle A, I know that to find the area, I'm going to do 4x multiplied by 2.5. 2.5 times 4 is 10, so my area for rectangle A is 10x centimetres squared, as all of the measurements were in centimetres. For the equation on the right, or for the rectangle on the right, rectangle B, I need to do 7 times by 2x take away 3. Now this is a single bracket that I need to expand. I'm going to use grid method. 7 goes down the side and 2x minus 3 goes at the top. 7 times 2 is 14, so 7 times 2x is 14x, and 7 times negative 3 is minus 21. I can now equal these two pieces of algebra together because the area of rectangle B was 14x take away 21 centimetres squared. As their areas are the same, I'm now going to equal those two pieces of algebra to each other. 10x is equal to 14x take away 21. I'm going to go ahead and now solve this equation. I need all the x's on one side, so I'm going to subtract 14x from both sides. That will cancel the 14x from the right hand side, leaving me with minus 4x is equal to minus 21. The two negatives can cancel, leaving me with 4x is equal to 21. And then to find x, I need to divide 21 by 4. The easy way to divide by 4 is to halve it and then halve it again. So half of 21 is 10.5 and half of 10.5 is 5.25. So the value of x is 5.25 centimetres. Now that isn't where our question ends, because we actually need to work out the perimeter of rectangle B. Perimeter is distance around the edge, so I know that two sides are equal to 7, and then I'm substituting in my 2.25 in order to work out the shorter length. 2 lots of 2.25 is 10.5, take away 3 will give me 7.5. So 2 of my lengths are 7 and 2 of my lengths are 7.5, so 7 add 7 is 14, add 7 is 21, add 7 is 28, and adding on those 2.5s gives me another whole, which is 29 centimetres. The area of rectangle B, the perimeter of rectangle B is 29 centimetres. If you got that question correct, please could you take the time now to mark it using your green pen. I'd now like you to have a go at these 3 questions independently. You've been given an opportunity to practice the skill and to see where you went wrong in the progress check. Please make sure you write these 3 questions on your action sheet and show any workings clearly. Pause the tape now and have a go. Well done for having a go at those questions. The answers are now on the screen for you to mark. You'll need to write your score for this task as a percentage on your action sheet. In order to do this, you'll need to write the amount you got right out of 3 and then times that fraction by 100. If you're still not understanding some of these concepts, this is the time now to ask your teacher.